Hey y'all, it's 3 o'clock. Time for Facebook Live from Rosetree Glass Studio. I'm Mark. I own the studio along with my wife Brenda, and we wanted to give you all this kind of art lesson to break up your day, to give you a little information, and just have a little fun. I'm going to kind of switch it around a little bit today. I want to do a little bit more give and take, like a classroom kind of thing. So I'm going to ask some questions. Kids, please have your parents type in your answer. Let me know who you are and how old you are. And if you guys can't answer it, I'll let the adults in after that to answer questions. We're kind of doing a more classroom kind of thing. So today we're going to be making a vase similar to this. This is a small pinched vase, and it has some pull decorations and some pinch decorations on it. So, we're going to start. We start with, this is the glass that we start with. Just like little nuggets of glass, and that's what we put into our furnace. And I'm going to start by getting some glass out of the furnace and putting it in color. So come on with me. Okay, first question. I know some of you have been here, this is probably your 4th time on Facebook Live with me. I want to know, how hot is it inside the furnace? I'm going to get what's called a gather out of the furnace, which is a little bit of glass on the end of the pipe. And I'll kind of wait for your answers if you have answers yet. And then we're going to go over to, back over here, start putting some color on. Anybody have the answer for how hot it is?
No.
Okay, I'm going to give you a clue. Between 1900 and 2100 degrees Fahrenheit. Can anybody figure that out? No, is anybody out there? Come on, don't be shy.
Christine says 2,000 degrees.
Christine is right. Thank you, Christine. So I put my first layer of blue on. It's a blue powdered glass, and it sticks to the 2,000 degree glass. And I am putting it into our reheating chamber. Our reheating chamber is just a little bit more than 2,000. It's running at about 2,200 or so. And I'm going to put a few coats on this. And melting it in each time. Now if you notice, I have to keep turning all the time. If I stop turning, that's what happens. So you just keep turning to keep it on center. So this is going to be 3 layers of clear glass with colored glass trapped in between each layer. So this is my first layer of glass and my first layer of color. So I hope everybody's doing all right on this Tuesday afternoon.
We got Heather from Gulfport in with us today.
Hello, Heather.
And Kimberly from Houston.
Hey, Kitty.
And Jennifer is back from Brick, New Jersey.
Wonderful. It's a beautiful day in New Orleans. 80-ish degrees and nice and bright. So I'm smoothing out the blue color on the first layer. Then I'm going to do what's called an air trap. I'm going to blow into the pipe, cover the hole with my finger, and trap the air inside. When the air gets trapped inside, it heats up and expands. So by expanding, it gets bigger. So what happens is it pushes against the glass on the end, which is still soft. And if you look very, very carefully, you will see that a bubble starts to grow inside. Can you see that? How there's a bubble inside? And that's going to be the inside of the vase. So, what we're going to do now is let this cool off. So I put this right back into the furnace, the 2,000 degree furnace. If I put it right back in there, that glass will heat this glass up too much and it won't have any stability underneath. I need this glass to be stable to support the second gather. Now the second gather, we're going to roll over these chips, and that'll be my decoration. All right, art lesson number 1. I'm making a blue vase. Blue is a primary color. There are 2 other primary colors. Can somebody who is under 12 tell me what the 2 other colors are? And I'll let you think about this while I'm getting my next gather. Anybody yet? All right, anybody over 12 who knows what the 2 other primary colors are? Nobody. Good thing we have an art lesson today.
Tish says she's under 12 at heart. Does that count? Yes, Tish, it does.
Go on, Tish. I know you know. What are the other 2 colors, Tish?
Got Kimberly and Christine, both said yellow and red.
Very good, Kimberly. All right, Kimberly, I have another question for you. There are 3 primary colors, and then there are 3 secondary colors. What are those colors, the secondary ones? Secondary colors are the mixture of 2 primaries.
Heather Clark is 11, and she also said red and yellow.
All right, Heather,
They seem to
you
be a
know the
step
answer
behind.
to what the secondary colors are.
Christine said purple, green, and orange.
Very good, Christine. All right, so we now know what our primary and secondary colors are, and I'm going to X that a lot during these. So keep those in mind. So right now I have my colored chips of glass on, and I heat those in, and then start using the ice pick that I used in the last 2 episodes to make the decoration for the vase.
So Dave just came in and asked what were we making, so I'm just going to show real quick.
All right.
We're making a vase like this with the pinch top and the swirly bottom, except instead of pink, we got the rainbow going into it.
It's a blue background with rainbow, call it rainbow sprinkles. Actually, it's funny, I call them chips. Up in Seattle area, they call them jimmies. Now, if you're from New Jersey, like I have some friends out in New Jersey, jimmies are the same thing as sprinkles on your ice cream. It's something that we go back and forth with on what do you call the little things you put on your ice cream. I say sprinkles, they say jimmies.
They're definitely sprinkles.
Okay, so in Seattle they call the chips jimmies, I call them chips. Okay, so I'm using my handy dandy ice pick. I'm going to comb the color back.
Cheryl wants to know how tall the vase will be.
This vase will be 11 inches.
And Alyssa says, I'm not 11, but I'm loving learning this. Thanks.
All right, Alyssa. I love teaching it. Actually, thank you for the reminder on how big this is going to be. These are called calipers, and the calipers are what I use to measure to make sure my pieces are the right size.
We also have a vote for Jimmy's from Cheryl, a vote from Sprinkles for Tish, and Dave Maloney says Jimmy's are chocolate, Sprinkles are rainbow in these pots. And I hope I said that correctly. Pots.
Okay. Dave is in Boston, so I have no idea where that comes from. I'll wait for my friend Jackie in New Jersey to chime in because she says Jimmy's. Everybody everybody's answer is valid. Okay, so I'm doing this, just doing a little bit more decorating on here. Just kind of a little flair that I do. So over the years, I've been blowing glass over 40 years. So over those 40 years, you develop a kind of style, and this is a part of my style of things that I make. This special kind of feathering and threading. So, last week we talked about bubbles. We put a bubble into the art paper weight, and I'm going to smooth this out because it has depressions in it. So the depressions, if I put it into the furnace, who can tell me what happens if I put it into the furnace with those depressions in it? Nobody.
I think you got to give him a second.
I know, I gotta give it a second. So I'm smoothing it out so there are no depressions because I'm going to get one more layer on top. I know you all knew that you didn't think you would test it today, but I'm just thinking, you know, maybe it's a little bit more interesting if it's more of a give and take. So I'm going to blow into it again, put my finger over the end, and you can see it's starting to get bigger. So that tells me my bubble is still in there. Now I'm going to heat up one more time, because there's still little bitty depressions in it. So, depressions, the answer to the question is, you have depressions in the glass will trap bubbles when I plunge it into the molten glass. Any more questions from y'all yet? So, I'm evening it off. Making sure my bubble is still nice inside it. So you see, it doesn't take a whole lot of breath. If the glass is the right temperature, a little tiny puff will blow out the glass. If it's not the right temperature, it's too cold, it's like blowing into the end of a Coke bottle. No matter how hard you blow into it, it's not going to change your shape. So, this is my second gather with my colors on top. Now it looks like it's red or orange. That's only because it's very, 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 very hot. You'll see the blues are starting to come back when it's cooling off. The reds, the yellows, and the oranges, the color will not show up until it's cooled off and out of the oven tomorrow.
Debbie wants to know, how much does the glass weigh on the end of the rod?
Okay. Right now, because I can, see how that's balanced right there? I can still touch that far down. So it doesn't weigh, it weighs maybe 4 pounds on the end. But once I get more weight on the end, the only balance point will be closer to the glass, and I can't touch it there. If I can't touch it there, it's going to feel many times heavier than it actually is on the end. So if you can't touch it at the balance point, the farther away you get from that balance point, the heavier it's going to feel. So right now it feels about 4 pounds, but once I put the next gather on, it's going to feel a lot heavier than 4 pounds. Hope that makes sense.
And Christine says it looks beautiful already as it is.
Well, thank you.
Just gonna get a little.
Okay, so you see it's going to be a dark cobalt blue behind and rainbows. So you can see the blues coming through on the rainbow. But like I said, some of the dark colors are actually reds and yellows. Okay, so another gather from the furnace, which is hot. How hot? So the furnace being 2,000 degrees is actually hotter than lava. If you look at the color, this is more of a like yellow-orange. When you look at lava coming out of a volcano, it's more of a red-orange. So that tells me by the color that the lava is not as hot as the glass. Still hot nonetheless, but this is hotter, but mine's controlled. Lava can't control lava. All right, this is a wood block, and it's just a piece of wood that's carved out to shape the glass. It's soaked in water so that the hot glass won't burn it, because it is kept in the water, and the glass actually rides on a bed of steam while I'm shaping it. So again, I have to turn all the time. If I stop turning, then it's going to start to sag and get off center. I'm going to block it in one more time, and I'm going to start to blow out a little bit more. So you see, it doesn't really burn in the block. So I'm going to shape it a little bit more, and then I'm going to do an air trap one more time, blow into it. You'll see the part of the glass that is next to the pipe is starting to get wider and bigger. So that's my bubble inside. So everything I do has a purpose. Every move, every time I chill a certain area. So, because further down the line, you're going to see the result of that. So my next step, what I'm going to do is called putting in a jack line. Jack line is for when I take it off of the pipe and start shaping the top of the face. So I'm doing that now because this is kind of good. I heat the whole piece up. I have a tool that's they're called jacks. And what I'm doing with the jacks is I'm cutting in a line, and I'm going to preserve that line in the rest of this piece while I'm doing this piece until I transfer it. That line's very, 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 very important. Anybody out there?
Lori from Connecticut says hello.
Hello, Lori. I see a lot of my friends answering questions or saying things. Do you have any kids out there who are observing with their parents as an art project?
Snook says yes.
All right.
And Cheryl says hi.
Hi. I'm glad y'all are doing this as an art project. That's kind of my purpose of doing this. I was an art teacher 5 years in elementary school. My wife Brenda actually taught for 20 years in 3rd and 4th grade, and that's actually where we met, was in elementary school.
Jerry Lynn says hi too.
Hey Jerry Lynn, Arizona. Alright, so you see how I'm keeping that jack line in there. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to heat up just the bottom part of the base and swing that around and elongate it.
So Alyssa wants to know, how many furnaces do you have running at once in your workspace?
We have the furnace with the glass in it, which holds up to 400 pounds of glass. And then reheating chamber is just when I'm working, I have one on. When I have a full studio, when the studio is back running at full speed, we have 3. So remember the round shape. Okay, this is kind of round, maybe a little oval, and I'm heating this up. So watch what happens when I spin it.
Alright, I'm going to back up so I can get it fully.
Now they hit you.
No, I want to get the full.
Alright, so if I spin it around, we'll see what happens. So somebody please tell me what happened. So it got longer.
Robin wants to know, do you work alone?
These days, yes. It depends on the piece. This size piece I do alone. Some of the pieces take 1 or 2 assistants to help, but I'm seeing that the way that things are nowadays, we can't do those. So I'm going to use my calipers. Remember, I measured. I'm a little bit short right now, so I'm going to heat it up and swing it out a little bit more.
So we have Gabe watching with his mom, and Gabe and his mom would like to know, how many pieces do you make in a day usually?
It depends on the piece, it depends on the day. Sometimes I can make 5 pieces. Sometimes, if they're small pieces, I can make 12 pieces. Sometimes if they're like ornaments, I can make maybe 24 or 30 of them. It just depends on the piece.
Snooks was asking, why 11 inches?
Just comfortable size for me. Just over the years, this has been like a go-to kind of size that I'm really comfortable with. All right, see, we're pretty close. Now, I'll explain something about the vase itself. The vase has parts very much like the body has parts. This is the foot, this is the body, this is the shoulder, and this is the neck. Okay, so I am going to attach another rod on the foot of the piece, because the foot is done. Actually, I gotta make one little adjustment. The foot is done, and I'm going to take it off of this blowpipe and put it on a rod called a punty rod. And don't ask me why it's called a punty rod. The whole historic thing. Just believe me, that's what it's called. So I'm going to heat up the whole piece, go get some more glass out of punty, and attach it to the foot, take it off of the pipe, and then heat up the neck, the top part of the piece. So that sits and waits. So if you remember, halfway through this piece, I cut a line in with a pair of jacks. And this is where the jack line comes in. That's very important. So I'm pulling this punty very deliberately. I'm putting it right in the center on the foot. And I'm going to take this file, which has diamonds in it, and I'm going to take some water and score that jack line that I put in a long time ago. And then I'm going to tap it off the pipe. So now this whole thing, because it was out of the fire for a long time, I can kind of heat it up again. And then what I'm going to do is just concentrate my heat on the lip of the piece. Remember what I said, the lip of the piece is the top of the piece. Lip, shoulder, body, foot.
Cheryl was asking, how did you get into this career?
I'm sorry,
how did you get into this career?
How did I get into this career? I was a young, impressionable college student. I went to Tyler School of Art in Philadelphia, and I was a ceramics major. And in the ceramics department, it had this really cool place where you could play with fire. It was open all night long, loud music, just creating stuff right in front of your eyes like magic, and it bit me, and I've been hooked ever since.
Debbie wants to know, what price will this piece sell for when it's completed?
Not quite sure yet, because it's not really a standard piece that I do. It would be in the probably $120 range. Now, if you look, I'm going to take these shears and cut. I took the wrong ones. That's okay. Cut a little of the lip off because it was uneven. I'm going to keep the whole thing up again. Now, any piece that I make on the Facebook Live, demos, the next day, if it's not sold during the demos, the next day it'll be up on Facebook with a link, and you can buy it off of Facebook, off of our site on Facebook. So now I'm going to put the jacks on the inside of the piece. And I am going to open that piece a little bit more. And because of the pinch base, next step is to make the pinches.
Cheryl was asking, how do we notify you if we want to purchase it?
Well, just message me on Facebook. Okay, so pinch is going to be one, so that I do it on the opposite sides. And kind of even them out-ish. And I'm going to open it one more time. That was Cheryl who asked that?
Yes.
Cheryl, if you message me, or just if you really want it, just tell me right now. No pressure. But no, just message me on Facebook, and I will arrange for you to buy it, and I will mark it as sold. I love, my term for that is sold before cold, which is kind of nice. Any glass artist loves to have their piece sold before cold.
Heather wants to know, where do you sell your artwork?
I sell to right now about 200 galleries across the country. And we sell a couple nice catalogs that carry our work. So it's around, and then of course we sell online on our site.
Rosetreegallery.com.
So I am going to flare this open and do the final shaping on the lip. Again, that's the top part of the piece.
Cheryl said she's waiting to see the finished piece. Also, can she pick it up?
If you're local, we'll arrange for some sort of quarantine handoff. Okay, so I am going to that's kind of a trademarky kind of thing. And then I'm going to, because the lip was the hottest part, I'm going to cool that off and heat up the whole thing so that it is even temperature. And after that, I'm going to put it into the oven. Okay, so you see that's the finished piece. But it's still hot, so you can't see all the colors.
Jackson is from down the block is saying hey.
Hey, Jackson.
And Cheryl is local.
Okay, cool. We can arrange something. All right, so I'm going to come over here. And these are called annealing ovens. And what the annealing oven does is I put the piece in there. The piece is still about 1100 degrees or so, which is very hot in normal terms. In glass terms, it's a little cold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into the annealing oven where it stabilizes at 910 degrees overnight. And it stabilizes there, and I put it on a turn down. It takes about 16 hours for it to come down to room temperature. If I don't do that, then if I just leave it out and cool on its own, it would go from hot to cold too fast and crack. So that's why I put it in the annealing oven. Okay, so that's the finished piece. Colors aren't as bright as they should be. They will be when it comes out of the oven. And that is a blue rainbow pinched vase. What I want to do now is I want to quickly go up into our gallery. And I had some people ask a couple sessions ago about my work and my favorite pieces and all. So why don't you all come with me? So this is where all our packing is done and all our grinding is done, which is finishing the work. And this is our gallery. So in here we have lots of different kinds of pieces, big pieces, small pieces. We have our pumpkin patch over here. We have stemware over here. Somebody asked the other day what my favorite pieces or the hardest piece was. Right now, I think it's this piece, which is a piece that I made in collaboration with another glass artist. His name is Greg Chase. If you look really closely, it has musical notes, skeletons, skulls, and this down here is a street scene of New Orleans. You see the little shotguns and the moon. This was a hard piece to pull off. Greg's very talented making the little face, they're called Marini. So he made those. I put them together in a piece. So this is like a very cool piece of mine. So that's pretty much it for today. I thank you all for coming. As always, this is free. I don't charge for lessons or anything like that. But do check out, we do put up Facebook sales. Every Monday we put up pieces on sale. And there's a picture of Facebook gallery. And we sell off of there. And right now, the way the situation is all around in the world, that's how I make my money. If you want a piece at a good price, that's really it. That's the only commercial I'm going to have. Be nice to one another. Love one another. I'll see you all on Thursday. Thank you.